So I was approached by my visitor center in the town of Gaffney where I live, and they have a quilt made out of some t-shirts and stuff that's pretty important to the town, they said. And they had it made in 2010, I believe, and it's been folded up and going from place to place since then, maybe 2012. And they asked if I could make some sort of a holder that they could hang it on the wall with. So I decided to use this design, and I'll put it up right here. And what I'm going to do is I decided I'm going to use some of this Brazilian cherry that I have so much of down here. And we're going to go ahead and make this. So if you want to see how I made it, stick around.
This piece of Brazilian cherry is going to be the main portion of the quilt display.
Alright, I seem to have lost the footage, or didn't hit record. I ran this through the table saw and I got it down to 2.5 inches wide, and it's about 1 inch thick. And that's perfect for what we need.
What I'm doing here is measuring out to drill a hole through both ends of the Brazilian cherry, a design that I started with and then I end up abandoning in the end and redoing it. And I apologize, I messed up and hit record after the fact of drilling the hole, and I did the same thing when I chamfered all the sides to the Brazilian cherry. But I did get some great footage of me sanding the Brazilian cherry, so enjoy that. The design calls for 2 rods to hold the quilt onto the Brazilian cherry, and I use 2 oak dowels. Oh yeah, I like that sanding.
I've heard people say that too much of anything is not good for you, baby. But I don't know about that.
I hung the piece of Brazilian cherry up after sanding to get a finish put on it. I used semi-gloss lacquer for the finish on this. So the next thing I need to do is start adding the hardware to the pieces of wood. Right here. This Brazilian cherry is really hard, so what I have to do is I need to drill some pilot holes for the eyelets that are going into the bottom portion of the hanging device. This is where I realized the design I had really wasn't working. I didn't like the way the rope went through the Brazilian cherry, and I didn't like the way that it tilted forward with the rope going through it. On a side note, when you put CA glue on rope and then hit it with that activator, it gets extremely hot. You can see how the Brazilian cherry tilts forward. What I'm doing here is I'm attaching the dowels to the bottom eyelets, and I used a black chain to do it. As I said, I really didn't like this design. It didn't look good to me, and I wasn't satisfied with it. So I went back and I rebuilt the whole thing, and this is what it looks like now. Thanks for watching. Feel free to hit that subscribe button, make a comment below, and give me a thumbs up. Till I see you next time, stay cool. That is a weird reaction. That just got really hot.